Jain cadets, today we are going to study about forest and wildlife resources. Biodiversity. The earth has immense biodiversity. From this figure, we can understand that on earth, different type of diversities are there. Forest diversity, bird diversity, genetic diversity, race diversity, plant diversity, marine diversity. So on the earth, every sphere, whether it is land, water, air, we can see the biodiversity. What do you mean by the biodiversity? Let's see. Biodiversity is also called as the biological diversity. Biological diversity is immensely rich in wildlife and cultivated species, diverse in form and functions, but closely integrated in a system through multiple network of interdependencies. Means we human along with all living organisms form a complex web of ecological system in which we are only a part and very much dependent on this system for our own existence. Forests play a key role in the ecological system as these are also the primary producers on which all other living beings depend. Flora and fauna in India. India is said to be one of the world's richest countries in terms of biological diversity. It has more than 8% of the total number of species in the world, that is estimated to be 1.6 million. Unfortunately, 10% of India's recorded wild flora and 20% of its mammals are today on the threatened list. Many are even categorized as critical, that is on the verge of extinction, like the cheetah, pink-headed duck, etc. Let's see the classification of species. The International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, in short, we can also say IUCN. The headquarters of IUCN is in Gland, Switzerland. Has classified plants and animal species in order of existence are as follows. So 6 classification is given by IUCN. They are normal species, endangered species, vulnerable species, rare species, endemic species, extinct species. So these are the classifications. Let's study one by one. First is normal species. Species whose population levels are considered to be normal for their survival, they are called as the normal species. Means their numbers are sufficient. If you take the example of normal species are, they can be cattle, sal, pine, rodents, etc. Next comes endangered species. These are species which are in danger of extinction. The survival of such species is difficult if the negative factor that have led to a decline in their population continues to operate. The example of such species are black buck, crocodile, Indian wild ass, Indian rhino, lion-tailed macaw, Shanghai. They are the examples. Vulnerable species. These are the species whose population has declined to levels from where it is likely to move into the endangered category in the near future if the negative factors continue to operate. The example of vulnerable species are blue sheep, Asiatic elephant, Gangetic dolphin, etc. Then comes rare species. Species with small population may move into the endangered or vulnerable category if the negative factors affecting them continue to operate. The example of rare species are Himalayan brown bear, wild Asiatic buffalo, desert fox, hornbill. Endemic species. These are species which are only found in some particular areas, usually isolated by natural or geographical barriers. Examples are Andaman teal, Nicobar pigeon, Andaman wild pig, Mithun, which is found in Arunachal Pradesh. These are the few examples of endemic species. Next is extinct species. These are the species which are not found after search of known or likely areas where they may occur. A species may be extinct from a local area, any region, any country, continent, or the entire earth. The example of extinct species are the Asiatic cheetah, pink-headed duck, dinosaurs, etc. Asiatic cheetah, the world's fastest land mammal. The cheetah is a unique and specialized member of the cat family and can move at the speed of 112 km per hour. The cheetah is often mistaken for a leopard. Its distinguishing marks are the long teardrop shaped lines on each side of the nose from the corner of its eyes to its mouth. From this figure, it is very much clear here. Teardrop shape is shown in this figure. Cheetahs were widely distributed throughout Africa and Asia, but today the Asian cheetah is nearly extinct due to a decline of available habitat and prey. The species was declared extinct in India long back in 1952. Now, what are the causes of depletion of flora and fauna? Depletion is going on. The resources obtaining directly and indirectly from the forest and wildlife for wood, barks, leaves, rubber, medicine, dyes, food, fuel, fodder, manure, and etc. So this is the first reason for the depletion of flora and fauna. Next reason is in colonial period due to the expansion of railways, agriculture, commercial and scientific forestry and mining activities, depletion is done. Next cause is after independence, agricultural expansion continues to be one of the major causes of depletion of forest resources. Shifting cultivation or slash and burn agriculture is the next cause for the depletion of flora and fauna. Enrichment plantation, in which a single commercially valuable species was extensively planted and other species eliminated. The example of enrichment plantation we can take from here: teak. Monoculture has damaged the natural forest in South India. Next example is cheer and pine plantation in the Himalayas have replaced the Indian oak and rhododendron forest. Next reason is large-scale developmental projects have also contributed significantly to the loss of forests. Example of dam, Sardar Sarovar Dam. Because of this, large-scale depletion of flora and fauna was done. Next reason is mining. So mining is important factor behind deforestation. From figure it is very much clear. Now we are going through the reasons or the cause behind the depletion of flora and fauna. The next reason is the greatest degrading factors behind the depletion of forest resources are grazing. So grazing is one of the major causes. Next is fuel wood collection. Industrialization and urbanization habitat destruction. So these all are the major reason for the depletion of flora and fauna. Next is hunting and poaching. This is the another reason behind the depletion of flora and fauna. Over exploitation of the resources, environmental pollution, poisoning and forest fire, they are the important causes for the depletion of flora and fauna. Other reasons are unequal access, inequitable consumption of resources, and differential sharing of responsibility for environmental well-being. This will come under the other important causes for the depletion of flora and fauna. Overpopulation is next important reasons. So just now we have seen the causes for the depletion of flora and fauna. Now there are some conservation methods for the forest and wildlife in India. Let's see. Conservation of forest and wildlife in India. Conservation preserves the ecological diversity and our life support systems, that is water, air and soil. It also preserves the genetic diversity of plants and animals for better growth of species and breeding. So conservation points are, the government has taken many steps. Those steps are, the Indian Wildlife Protection Act was implemented in 1972. Banning hunting. So hunting is totally banned. Giving legal protection to their habitat and restricting trade throughout India. This is the important thing related with the banning hunting. Now next conservation point is, central government and state governments established national parks and wildlife sanctuaries for the conservation of forest and wildlife in India. The central government also announced several projects for protecting specific animal. Example, Project Tiger. This Project Tiger was started in 1973 for protecting tigers in India. Thank you very much. For today only this much.